What up, what up, what up? Sled Talk number 13, I think. 13, 14. Hey, yeah, I was just just chopping up with some over a topic, you know what I mean, about old boy, old head rapper, his name Ghostface. Yeah, that cat, I don't understand, right? Like you was talking like supreme wisdom and knowledge and God body this and yada yada yada, right? But his kid, whatever. His kid ended up choosing to not follow in his footsteps in regards to, sexual preference. And I'm just wondering how God, Allah, and all the knowledge you got didn't enable you to raise your son to be a man. Because, you a successful artist, you know what I'm saying? Wu Tang, Wu Wear, Iron Man, Incarcerated Scarfaces, the Supreme Clientele album. At some point, you would have think that, he had a little bit of time. He had the Supreme Clientele already, right? You had a little time to, get your boy straight, iron that out, Iron Man. Whatever the issue was back then, that would have led to things being the way that they are now. I wouldn't even be caught dead with that fool in a picture or anything, because he's like a deadbeat dad, and he's a washed rapper, and I could dust him lyrically, and I've challenged him, and I've told him this already on his page, tagged him. You don't pay attention to what people say about you? Okay, well, say you do pay attention to what people say about you when they tag you. You don't have anything to say back? Ghost Dini, who disappeared when Houdini on his son. Talking about he Muslim, Allah this, Allah that. Where all y'all at? Where was y'all at his house? Was you all in over there? Was you running around the whole globe looking to have a good old time, have another kid? Maybe that was what his thought process was. I don't know what other kids he got, but I know that one who was in the show ended up growing up to want to be not into women. And in a way, in hell, that would have happened to me. First started that shit, I would have nipped it in the bud. But when you're not around and you're on tour and you don't give a fuck, right? Like Muslims do about their family. You don't give a fuck. Things like this happen. No guidance, and they're misguided, or they have a lack of guidance, like a male father figure in the house, and they identify after their mother a little bit, and one thing leads to another, and society's influence chips in on it, and the next thing you know, you got you know what I'm saying? You got you a son and a daughter, all in one. And if he doesn't change his philosophy, and that's your only son, you won't have a male heir. God, it doesn't necessarily mean we're successful just because you have a male heir, but it's a good start. If you can't do nothing with that, you're doomed. So, all the music you did in the world don't mean shit if your son didn't get brought up the way that you wanted him to be raised. No Hall of Fame records, platinum this, big money, travel around the world, accolades, people want an autograph. None of that shit means nothing if you can't raise your son, if you don't fail to raise your son the way that you believe that he's properly supposed to be raised. And you allow things like that to happen. Ghostface went and ghosted his own son, and he went Ghost Dini on him. And from what I heard, he ain't leave around too much Supreme Clientele either. He had chains and all that stuff, what I'm saying? Pawn that shit. Like, what's the point in having all that stuff if you're not going to be a good dad? I'm sure he got that Jesus piece. I'm sure Jesus believed in being a good father. Makes sense, right? And you're always talking about his father. Come on, man. You don't make no sense, dog. I wouldn't take a picture with him. It's like standing next to a waste basket. A waste basket. You stand next to a trash can. It's a place where wasteful things are. He wastes the opportunity to be in his son's life because of the, cheating, and then he decided he's just gonna go do his own thing and whatever don't come around till every now and then. I guess I don't know. I mean, how does this kid end up, having a different sexual preference? Wow. I mean, you weren't involved at all. And if you was involved, that's even worse. Ghostface. I got a new name, my new little moniker, right? It's not my rap name per se, but I switched it up. My handle now is Snow Fast Killer. Cause when I come, it's like the snow. It comes out the sky. When it comes out the sky, it just falls fast, right? And killer. Yeah, I did your hopes and dreams of walking around with your head high like you're a respectable man in the community of men. You're not, dog. And I dusted you on your Mighty Healthy. Mine is called Mighty Wealthy. And I like that song. It's one of my favorite songs you ever made. People like, what song? Which one is your favorite? Which one was the one when he was on there with Wu-Tang? Every successful album you had was with Raekwon. Might as well say Raekwon held your hand like you was his son. So anytime you want to go toe to toe, and that's why his skills decline, because he as a person, as an individual, his character declined. And so God declined to keep blessing you when you was negligent to your child. And now the end result, something that you got to live with for the rest of your life. That your son, instead of, never mind. You get the point. Yeah, man. So, careful going around and taking pics and stuff with people, that I'm pretty sure, that they're going to be upset later. So you don't want to be mad at you. Like, why the fuck did I take a picture with that fucking jerk? You didn't know who's who and what's what. It's okay, it happens. But now you have the whole story. You got the whole story. You get it? That whole nigga? You got the whole story. From me. Zen Gems. Go by Gems. 7 is just letting you know that, I'm with God. And I got more than 7 gems, but all I need is 7 to get started. And that's all I had to say for today. Alright? Hey, and you can take a picture next to me if I let you. Chances are you're not gonna see me nowhere, man. Hey, check it out. I'm not the mad rapper, but I'm the real mad rapper, right? The one that actually did something other than be mad. Like Sled. I slid on all the hip hop community and told them about themselves and waited for a response and didn't get one. I say these dudes is Frosty Flakes, man. No Frosty Snowmen. They just stand there with all their clothes on. They scarf and they hat and they trinkets and whatever, and they just stand there in the cold and they don't say nothing. Frosty the Snowman. All right. Gotta go.